everybody, welcome back to Pretty Beauty. Today I have a video for you. My intention is to talk a little bit about the current products I've been using to fill in my eyebrows, as well as the kind of thing I do to my eyebrows. And one of the reasons why I wanted to do this video today is that I got my eyebrows finally threaded. Majority of you may know what threading is, but it's basically when people you do your eyebrows with those strings and the lady just kind of does some type of move like this on your eyebrows, and it's with the sewing like string. So it hurts a little bit, but I feel it's a little more precise than waxing, so I do like that much better, and I feel like it shapes up the brows much better. So I was never a big fan of filling in my eyebrows too heavily because I feel like it looks artificial. But I do have some gaps and some, maybe when I was younger I must have fallen or whatever. So I do have some gaps on both sides that I usually fill in, but I tried to focus mostly on that and not try to make my eyebrows too full or too dark. However, I do like to use darker products because I feel like I have very dark hair, my brows are very dark. So when I use brown, I think it looks even worse than when I don't fill in, if it makes any sense. So the current products I've been using are the e.l.f. Brow Kit. Mine is in the shade Dark, which most of you may be familiar with, and it looks like this. The one to the right, this one here, is a wax, and then the powder. And then it comes with a tiny brush like this that has, a dual-ended brush. I don't necessarily use that, but just came with the kit. So that's the one that I've been using mostly recent. Like if I really want to touch up the whole brow, that's what I use. If I only want to touch up that little area that I was referring to, that I have a little gap, I like a pencil because I feel it's more practical for the majority of the time. Like for a daily routine, I most likely use the pencil. And the pencil I've been using the most is this NYX eyebrow pencil, and it's the one that has the little brush on the end, and then the pencil is a retractable pencil, something like this. And this one is in black. Like I said, I don't heavily touch up my brows, so I like it when it's as close as possible to my hair color. And then usually what I like to use on top of that is this wax stick, also by NYX. And what this does is just kind of almost works like a gel for your eyebrows, so it keeps them in place, and it covers the powder, so I feel like it gives you the pigmentation lasts longer. So those are the three products that I've been using the most for my eyebrows lately. And then as far as brushes go, you need to have some type of brush or comb or whatever. I like this Real Techniques one. This is my favorite. It has the little metal comb on this side and then the brush on the other side. This is great to comb through your brows before you do anything to them. And then as far as brushes go, every brush kit most likely comes with some sort of angled brush. This one is the Sigma one, but it comes with one of these, and this one is synthetic, so I like to use it for the wax part on that e.l.f. kit. This one is the E65, and then I have this other angled brush, which is also by Sigma. This is the E75, and it's the angled brow. I feel this one is good for the powder. I think the application is great. So what I'm going to do, on one side I'm going to use the pencil, and on the other side I'll use the combination, the e.l.f. kit, just so you can have an idea. I will zoom you in. So you can see this side here is my, I have this gap right here, which I used to be very self-conscious about it. Now I just kind of do whatever I can to it. So just, I like to brush through. You put time, brush it up a little bit, and then out. On this side, I'm just gonna do the pencil like I talked about, and then on the other side, we'll do the wax, and you can be the judge of which one is best. So with that pencil, all I like to do is very lightly, just like this. You see? Tiny strokes, nothing too crazy. I sometimes come all the way in, but I don't heavily do this. Okay? It's literally just to cover that spot that I had there. And then I lightly brush through. You don't want to remove the product either. Ooh, focus. There you go. So, oops. Tiny bit more there. That's about it for me. See, I don't like it too heavy. You see on this side it's not done yet, and there's not much of a difference. All I like to do is really fill in that little gap that I have there that really bothers me. And then with the little wax stick, all I do is go over just to kind of set everything in place. Boom, like that. Okay? Now on this side, I'm going to use the e.l.f. kit. I'm going to start with the angle brush, the synthetic one, and I'm going to start on the gel part. Just get some gel in there. And let's comb the eyebrow also, just make sure everything's in place. Sorry if I'm too close to you with my eyebrows here, but show it has to be that way, right? And then again, I'm just going to go from the bottom. I'm going to contour almost with this gel the shape of my brow lightly. Okay, now do the same thing towards the top lightly. Again, you don't want this to look artificial, which is not the point here. Okay, and then I'm going to start feathering in just lightly with whatever's left on the brush. Not even, you can tell already that it's darkening the brow. See? And then with the other brush, I'm going to go into the powder and just set this wax very lightly. Tiny strokes. Just like this. I do have a gap on this side, but it's not as evident as the right side, so I leave it alone for the most part. Like this. So you see, when you do through your brows all the way, this one looks a lot darker than this one. I mean, you never have identical brows anyway. But this is the most I like to do to my brows. I don't necessarily like to make them too perfect or too dark, because then I feel like it looks not natural, you know. So I do have very dark brows already as is, so that's basically what I like to do. So this is basically my routine for my eyebrows. Again, there are tons of products out there. There's still some that I would like to try, like the Anastasia brow kits. I want to try at some point when I feel strong, you know, not strong, but brave enough to dish out that kind of money for a tiny brow powder. I know NYX has a combination of wax and powder like the e.l.f. one, but this e.l.f. one is hard to beat because it's $3 and, you know, it will last you forever, and I feel like it does a pretty good job as far as taking care of your brows. And I can never really get enough of, you know, these waxy pencils also. I feel like that they're, you know, these crayon-like pencils, I think they're just practical as well. So this is pretty much how I fill in my brows. Nothing crazy, nothing, you know, no rocket science here. It's just my daily routine as far as brows goes. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you can pick up some tips or any product recommendation. Give me a thumbs up, leave me comments below. I really appreciate when you guys comment on my videos or ask questions or whatever. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.